Creating immersive game environments involves a combination of artistic design, technical implementation, and attention to detail to transport players into a believable and engaging virtual world. Here are some tips and techniques to help you create immersive game environments. Establish a strong art direction. Define a clear art direction for your game environment that sets the tone, mood, and visual style. Consider factors such as the setting, time period, atmosphere, and intended emotional response. Develop concept art, mood boards, and style guides to guide the visual development process. Focus on world building. Create a rich and cohesive game world with its own history, culture, and lore. Develop backstory elements, environmental storytelling, and world-building details that provide context and depth to the game environment. Consider factors such as geography, architecture, technology, wildlife, and social structures. Pay attention to scale and proportion. Pay attention to scale and proportion when designing your game environment to create a sense of realism and immersion. Ensure that objects, buildings, and landscapes are appropriately sized relative to each other and to the player's avatar. Use landmarks, and visual cues to help players navigate and orient themselves within the environment. Use lighting and atmosphere. Use lighting and atmosphere to enhance the mood, atmosphere, and immersion of your game environment. Experiment with different lighting effects, weather conditions, and time of day settings to create dynamic and visually stunning environments. Consider factors such as color temperature, shadows, reflections, and ambient occlusion. Incorporate dynamic elements. Incorporate dynamic elements into your game environment to create a sense of life and activity. Include moving objects, dynamic weather systems, day-night cycles, and interactive elements that respond to player actions. Dynamic elements add realism and unpredictability to the environment, making it feel more alive and immersive. Pay attention to detail. Pay attention to detail when designing your game environment, including textures, materials, foliage, and environmental clutter. Add small details such as signs, graffiti, posters, and debris to create a sense of authenticity and lived-in quality. Consider the level of detail appropriate for the scale of the environment and the capabilities of your target platform. Create audio atmosphere. Use sound design to enhance the atmosphere and immersion of your game environment. Include ambient sounds, background music, environmental effects, and spatial audio cues that complement the visual elements and evoke the desired emotional response. Consider factors such as proximity, directionality, and volume to create a realistic audio experience. Encourage exploration and discovery. Design your game environment to encourage exploration and discovery by including hidden secrets, alternate paths, and interactive elements. Create rewards and incentives for players to explore every corner of the environment, such as collectibles, Easter eggs, and unlockable content. Iterate and playtest. Iterate on your game environment design through prototyping, playtesting, and iteration. Gather feedback from testers, analyze player behavior, and make adjustments based on their experiences and preferences. Continuously refine and polish your environment to ensure it meets the desired level of immersion and player engagement. Maintain consistency and cohesion. Maintain consistency and cohesion throughout your game environment to create a seamless and believable world. Ensure that visual elements, storytelling elements, and gameplay mechanics are integrated harmoniously and support the overall vision of the game. Strive for a cohesive experience that immerses players from beginning to end. By incorporating these tips and techniques into your game environment design process, you can create immersive and captivating virtual worlds that draw players in and keep them engaged from start to finish.